sudden...
Spoiler alert. The fourth season of Ghosts is now underway, with its October 17th opener setting the stage for an exciting season. The critically acclaimed CBS series is based on a British ghost series for the BBC. The show centers on the spirits that reside in the old mansion that Sam, Rose McIver, and Jay Arondekar, Utkarsh Ambutkar, dwell in after Sam inherits it from a distant relative. There are enough ghosts in the house in the American series to keep Sam and Jay alert. The Ghosts Season 4 plot has new characters, one of whom makes her debut in the premiere. In the Season 4 premiere, Patience, Mary Holland, a new ghost, formally enters the series. Although Patience makes a fleeting appearance in the Ghost Season 3 finale, her actual debut occurs in Season 4. After Isaac, Brandon Scott Jones, gets married in Season 3, Patience kidnaps him, and Season 4 begins with her grudge against him.
Whoa, now stop.
Welcome to Movie Spy. Ghost Season 4, Episode 1, The History of Patience. Patience is a 17th century Puritan ghost. The Ghosts Season 4 trailer features Mary Holland's Patience standing in the dark. The origins of the episode's title character are revealed in Ghost Season 4, Episode 1. In 1692, Patience, a Puritan spirit, is exiled from her village. The year coincides with the American Salem witch trials, which contribute to the eerie beginnings of Patience. The persona the character will bring to the series is hinted at in her introduction. The Puritan Community's Council of Patience exiled the figure for being too severe, according to the Season 4 opener. The council member acknowledges that she is the most pious person in her neighborhood, but he believes she has overreached herself. Because Elizabeth Prue, a 5-year-old girl, converses with a doll, Patience believes she should be put to death for witchcraft. There has only been one night since Ghost Season 3, and Ghost Season 4 begins very immediately after the Season 3 finale. Ghost Season 4 begins nearly immediately after the Season 3 end, according to the premiere. Sam and Jay are discussing their new restaurant with Mark, Tristan D. Lalla, when they start looking for Isaac to give them advice on the type of tile they should use for the flooring. After earning several $1,000s from a book Sam is writing about his life, Isaac is a silent partner in the company and helps finance the restaurant. The other ghosts begin making remarks about Isaac's wedding, pointing out that it took place the previous evening as a search party for him gets underway. Similar to how every other season of the American series begins, the dialogue affirms that hardly any time has elapsed since Ghost Season 3. Sam and Jay run into the house after a ghost is sucked off in the Ghost Season 3 opening, which begins up only moments after the Ghost Season 2 finale. Given that she has a history of abandonment, Patience confronts Isaac about leaving her. After Isaac releases her hand and leaves her, the Ghost Season 3 finale opens with a ghost wandering the earth. With the aid of the basement ghosts, Patience kidnaps Isaac in the Season 3 finale, and by the start of Season 4, she is still holding Isaac captive. Patience demonstrates that she is the deep character that Ghost Season 4 promised when Isaac remarks on her porcelain skin, attributing her dewy luster to the bloodletting that murdered her. Patience confronts Isaac for leaving her when she is imprisoning him in a shadowy mud cave. Isaac quickly tries to convince everyone around him that he is glad she found him and that he, Thor, Devon Chandler Long, and Sasapis, Roman Zaragoza, searched for her after she vanished. Patience is initially willing to forgive Isaac because she believes his ingenious explanation. Nigel reels after his wedding to Isaac was canceled. Nigel and Isaac are still in love. Unfortunately, Nigel, played by John Hartman, is still in shock about his engagement ending. Isaac and Nigel are supposed to get married in the Season 3 finale, but as Pete Richie Moriarty arrives home, Isaac abandons Nigel at the altar, making him reconsider his marriage. It is believed that Nigel would be moping around the mansion the next day because he is incredibly in love with Isaac Higgintoot and is distraught to be left with a shattered heart. The other spirits are unsure on how to handle Nigel. After becoming engaged to Isaac, he moved into the library room of the estate, where he still resides today. Ghost Season 4 makes it clear that Nigel Chesham is still alive, even though Isaac and Nigel did not get married. After Nancy discloses Isaac's whereabouts, Patience also kidnaps Sass. Patience and Sasapis have a past together. Nancy, played by Betsy Sodaro, tells Isaac what happened when the other spirits question her about her strange conduct. She informs Sam and the other spirits that Patience requested that they set up a meeting with Isaac. Although Nancy and the other ghosts from the basement are upset at being excluded from the wedding, she clarifies that they were unaware that Patience would abduct Isaac. The Puritan ghost resurfaces and kidnaps Sasapis, who is standing next to the wall for reference, while Nancy brings Sam and the ghost down to the basement to act out what occurred with Patience. Isaac tries to gain Patience's freedom by telling her that he enjoys their company, but misses his buddies. However, Patience departs and returns with Sass rather than bringing Isaac back to the house. Flower leads her to the wrong place while assisting Sam, Jay, and the spirits in finding Patience. Drugs obscure Flower's memory. To help find Patience, everyone enlists Flower, Sheila Caraxo. But it is challenging because Flower's recollection is notoriously hazy because she passed away while high. She mentions that she named the worm after a woman who came to see her in the soil, but all she can recall is a worm called Patience. Since it is half the battle to get Flower talking about the correct thing, the revelation gives the character some optimism. She remembers that everyone goes looking for Patience's hiding place, which is beneath a willow tree. Jay excavates a hole close to the tree, and they discover a rabbit burrow, but no ghosts. Then Flower remembers that she was actually recalling a song by the Grateful Dead about getting stoned under a willow tree. Flower reveals that Bobby Weir used to sing Sugar Magnolia in the shower even though she was not around when it was released. After being abducted, Isaac promises to recover with Patience. Isaac gets a wake-up call from Patience. Isaac promises to change himself if he ever leaves Patience's dirt cave after he and Sass are briefly abandoned and left stuck in the dirt. The viewer is informed by the moment of reckoning that Isaac is prepared to start the process of reconciliation after realizing his worst transgressions in ghosts, such as abandoning Patience and abandoning Nigel at the altar. Sasapis monitors Isaac's behavior after he has a selfish moment, pointing to his promise to change. Isaac explains that God must fulfill his end of the bargain before he can be a better person, even though he wants to be one when he eventually leaves the soil. Since Isaac prioritizes himself by nature, the scene demonstrates that even if he may be amenable to atonement, it will take time. Remarkably, Patience releases Isaac and Sass. The Puritan's opinion changes ghosts Sasapis resting beside a fire. Sasapis and Isaac consider their predicament while they are confined in the dirt cave. Because they know Patience from before her time on Earth, the older ghosts have a bond with her that most other ghosts do not. Sass and Isaac talk about how Patience's mental state has deteriorated during her time stranded in the mud by herself. The discussion turns into an insult to Patience. Sass and Isaac alternately make fun of Patience for walking in on her own name and repeating it. Surprisingly, Patience lets Isaac and Sasapis go, devastated by their statements and certain that she should be left alone forever. However, because Patience is hurt, the occasion is far from joyous. The ghosts manage to preserve Patience. Isaac also changes his mind. Although they are not guilty, Isaac and Sasapis return to the mansion unscathed. When Sass and Isaac explain that Patience simply let them go, the spirits begin to feel sorry for the Puritan, although the other characters are relieved that their search party may now officially come to an end. Following considerable discussion, Hetty, played by Rebecca Wysocki, proposes that Isaac dig Patience out of the ground so she will not have to be alone any longer. Isaac is convinced to help Patience after he recently made a commitment to improve himself if he were ever freed from the mud. To safely traverse through the dirt to Patience's lair, which is located near the house, directly beneath the fountain, Trevor, Asher Grodman, proposes that the ghosts create a human chain from the basement. Patience transforms her darkest trait to fit the celebration she experiences when she discovers that the ghosts have arrived to save her and joyfully yells out her name. Patience remains with Sam, Jay, and the other spirits in the Woodstone Mansion. The fourth season of Ghosts will feature Patience. Patience is saved by the ghosts and moves in above ground with the others in the Woodstone B&B. After spending several millennia under the dirt, It is fascinating to consider that she will be living alongside Sam, Jay, and the rest of the Woodstone crew. Because of her strict moral code, Patience's behavior has been erratic thus far, which may lead to conflict with the other ghosts. Finally, it is critical to keep in mind that Patience was exiled from her tribe due to her extreme severity. Patience's original disagreement stemmed from her urge to police people in her community, and it may have affected the politics at Woodstone B&B. As the Ghost Season 4 premiere comes to a close, Patience, who already has a strong influence in the home, is seen pestering Alberta, Danielle Pinnock, to answer questions late into the night.